One of the areas which are like the three top priorities for ITO, one is cybersecurity, as you know, as a result of the two phases of the World Summit on the Information Society. And it's also one of my responsibilities to come up with the relevant policies and strategies presented to the multi-stakeholders to come up with how to implement the Geneva Plan of Action. I think as we move forward, I prefer to look at technology as something which is a tool, something which is aimed at meeting a certain objective. But at the same time, while they are being designed and while they are being put in place, we should learn from the mistakes of our past. We are now trying to plug in holes on IP which were not part of the original design because there was zero security in the initial design of the protocol. So I think that we should move as fast as we can, become very excited about these technologies, but at the same time, we also need to address how we can reduce some of the effects of the misuse of these technologies. The whole thing about technology is the policies that govern its use. Because some bank somewhere, somebody is maybe trying to protect you because they don't. Yeah.
They were.
So it's not a technology issue.
You know what they said? They said you should have given us your mobile phone. I said that was what I was trying to buy.
Because the problem you have is exactly the same problem I have. I bought an Acer computer here in Switzerland. It came with a Swiss keyboard, and for 6 months I've not been able to get US International. So I finally found a place where I could get it, Acer UK, but Acer UK does not ship to so I've now made a special order from Acer near Zurich, who are going to get the keyboard from somewhere and then ship it to me. So it is again the policies and the procedures around the use of technology. Sometimes they are put in a way that it hinders the use of the technology, but it's not about the technology itself. Basically, I'm talking about what those of us involved in the technologies need to try to put in place so that those types of policies that you are talking about are not imposed on us. Because if the web initially, not the web, the IP protocol, if it were designed with a certain number of security features, we would not be here today looking at how governments and policymakers who don't have any information about technologies are now restricting what the technology can do. That is what I'm trying to say. Let's look at how we can put it in a way that we, as those involved in technologies, can make sure that it is safe and it is within the hands of the technology developers to provide a certain level of control and safety in the products that we put out. People are empowered by technology. And Web2 is also one of those technologies that, besides making the web a little bit more democratic, but it gives a lot of power to people. And like power is something that has to be. I like the advertisement, I think it was Pirelli, say, power has no value without control. We have to make sure that we, as those empowered people, control how we use this power. Otherwise, the control will come from elsewhere.